There we have it, the brand new Apple Watch Series 9, which once again looks just like the older version, comes in at a higher price since it's brand new, and the upgrades, you don't really feel the difference if you already have the Apple Watch Series 8. So today we will cover all of the specs and features of the Apple Watch 9, draw some comparisons to the Apple Watch 8 and even to the Apple Watch Ultra and see why you shouldn't upgrade just yet. But first, let's check out some of the specs and the design. So the Apple Watch Series 9 is available in a couple of different variations. You can decide between the regular Wi-Fi and cellular version. You can get either one in the size 41 and 45mm, and then you can also get this watch either with an aluminum or a stainless steel case, and the prices range from 450 all the way up to 850 euros. Today I've got the standard 45mm Bluetooth aluminum version, and we will stick to this one for this video. This one has a large 1.9-inch Retina LTPO OLED display, which lights up with a peak of 2000 nits, which is 1000 nits more than what we had with the older Apple Watch 8. And it's actually the same that we have with the Apple Watch Ultra 1 and in the new Galaxy Watch 6. In your everyday usage, you will probably won't feel or see the difference, but if you really get out in the sun, the display is easier to read. You can now also trim down the display brightness to just 1 nits instead of 2 nits, which doesn't seem that much, but you can save a little bit of your battery life during the night if you have the always on display mode enabled, but we get to the battery life later on in the video. Now, like I said, you have an aluminum frame, ceramic sapphire crystal glass back, and sapphire crystal glass for the display protection. This watch weighs in at 51 grams, is only compatible with iOS devices, and you have the typical Apple Watch design. Very curvy edges, 2 physical buttons on the sides, of which the upper one is rotatable and you can zoom in and out of your app menu or scroll through your notifications and workouts. And the lower one is customizable. As for the price, the 45mm aluminum Wi-Fi version will come in at a price of 480 euros right now over here in Germany, which is the same price that we got with the release of the Apple Watch 8. But since the 8 is now over 1 year old, you can get some great deals on this one. On some online stores, you can already get this one for under 400 euros. One of the things that people complain the most about the Apple Watch is the battery life. And unfortunately, that's one of the things that Apple didn't upgrade. Just like the Apple Watch 8, this one only lasts 18 hours in your daily use with the always on display mode enabled, and doubles if you're using the battery saving mode. So that's a bummer right here. But at least charging the watch is as fast as always and is done in a blink of an eye. On the Apple Watch 9, you can expect to get all the usual workouts that you use from the Apple Watch 8 and other versions. You can start running and walking workouts, strength training, swimming, and a lot more, plus you can set different goals and alerts for your specific workout. The GPS on the Apple Watch 9 is also great as always. It pretty much gets every turn I make, if it's in the city or in the park or in the forest. The watch is always very accurate, but so is the Apple Watch Series 8. As for the health tracking, you can once again expect a lot of features, starting with the heart rate tracker that I really like. You can compare this one to the likes of the Garmin Venue 3 and Huawei watches that always perform very well. You get an SpO2 tracker that will track all day and all night, the ECG function, you get breathing exercises, and a good sleep tracker that will keep track of your different sleep cycles, time of sleep, and a few more of your metrics. Of course, overall that's not really a lot, but it gets the most important ones and leaves out things like the skin temperature measurement, which you don't really need, if at all. Right here I want to mention right quick that the Apple Watch now is very eco-friendly and produced carbon neutral. It's Apple's first product that is built like that. Now over to the smart features and some things that you just really need to know. First up, the Apple Watch Series 9 now runs on the new S9 chipset, which has a 30% faster GPU, but compared to the Apple Watch Series 8, I don't really see a difference. And to my normal eye, it's the same speed when I open up apps and swipe through the widgets and tiles. You can also use Siri offline if you don't have the cellular version or if you don't have an active Wi-Fi connection. Like this, you can start many features offline from your watch, like a workout. With the new ultra wideband chipset, you can find all of your Apple devices much faster in case you lose one of your tablets or iPhones. There is a very precise tracker that will lead you directly to your lost device. The last two things are the new watch bands that you can now get for the Apple Watch 9, and you have the double tap function to start different actions like picking up a phone call or end a call. But right here, you really have to have the watch at the perfect spot on your wrist in order to make it work. So you gotta try that one out. If the watch is too far up on your wrist or too low, it doesn't work properly. Now these are actually all of the new features that you get with the Apple Watch 9. All the other stuff stayed the same, like you can listen to music offline through one of your music streaming apps like Spotify or Apple Music. There are all of the standard features like a calendar, a timer, alarm, weather app, and all the other gesture controls. You have all the reply options. Once you get a message from WhatsApp or an SMS, you can reply with a quick reply answer, write your own text on the keyboard, use one of the mini smileys, or just use the speak to dictate feature to let the watch write for you. There is the usual phone feature, which definitely is the better feature on the cellular version of this watch, but as long as you have your smartphone with you, you can also start calls, receive and decline calls on your Wi-Fi version. Overall, I wouldn't get the Apple Watch Series 9 if I already have the Apple Watch Series 8 or the Apple Watch Ultra One. There's really no big reason to upgrade right now since there are not too many new features. Most of us probably won't notice the brighter and darker display, we won't notice the speed of the new GPU, most of us won't lose their smartphones, so we don't really need the new Find My Device feature. The biggest problem that everyone has with the Apple Watch is the battery life, and nothing changed over here, and it will still only last a day if you are lucky. So I would definitely wait for the next gen and get this one instead. A lot of you probably have a different option. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And guys, there we have it. I also tested the Apple Watch 8 in another video. Just click right here to get right to it. And I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.